Hello, it's me again, and it is Foot Week. And one of the things I want to talk about before I show you anything is our feet. Our feet, mine are dirty. Feet have 33 joints in them. Each foot has 33 joints. And 25% of your bones are below your ankle. 25% of your muscles are below your ankle. Now that's not the size of the muscles, right? That's quantity. Little tiny muscles, but 25% of them below your ankle. So our feet are supposed to be able to do this. We're always really impressed and blown away by somebody who doesn't have hands and uses their feet to manipulate things. Well, if we never put shoes on our feet and we used them for things, our feet could do this too. Probably too late to start now at 51 for me to be able to manipulate my feet that much, but I can always improve on where they are. And that's what we're going to do this week. Why do we care if we have foot mobility? Well, it's all connected. All those muscles in your foot, they cross the ankle and then they run up past into the calf muscles, which cross the knee, which run up to those thigh muscles, which dive into your pelvis and attach to your spine. And so now your pelvis and your spine is related to what the hell is going on with your feet. So if your feet are tight and don't move well, everything above it, it's a cascade. That's the wrong direction for the cascade, but you know what I mean. It is all impacted. So we start at the base. We start with the feet. So the very first thing we're going to do, I think we've done before, we are going to roll our feet on a ball. Now this is a super ball. It's got a Gila monster in it. Can you see the Gila monster? And it's just shy of about 2 inches across. If your feet are really stiff, then you're going to want to use a slightly bigger ball, maybe a little softer, tennis ball even. If your feet are more mobile, you could go to something a little smaller. I do not recommend harder. Golf balls hurt. They hurt. So what we're going to do is put the ball on the floor and put your foot on the ball. And I want you to start by rolling from your big toe all the way to your heel and back to your big toe. And we're doing this trying to just move along that channel of bones, right? So just this channel, big toe to your heel. And you're pressing a little bit and you're getting the ball to make your foot do this over it. You want those joints to be pushed on by the ball. If we didn't walk on smooth surfaces all the time, the bumpy surfaces of the ground would do this for our feet, but we don't do that. We put our feet in stiff shoes and we walk on flat surfaces. So I've been moving my way over, and I went from my second toe to my heel, and I did that a couple times, and then my third toe to my heel, and I'm at the fourth toe now. And by doing this, I very specifically focus my energy so that I don't just roll around in one area and sort of skip parts. I'm very methodical and going from toe to heel. The other thing is these bones run this way, and so I'm more likely to hit all the different joints. Next, I want you to take this ball and put your heel on the ground, and just with the ball under the ball of your foot, just stand there and try and let your toes relax down. If your toes are lifting up, see what you can do about relaxing them and letting them curve down over the ball. I've got my feet next to each other. I know in the camera angle they don't look quite that way, but they're parallel to each other, and I'm going to start shifting my weight around with the ball under there. And then you could move the ball to another spot in your foot. I'm really tight in my arch, so I like to put it there. And do the same thing. Just sort of let your weight shift around. Again, this is how uneven surfaces, rocks and things, push on your foot. Your foot doesn't land on the rock flat and lift off. It rolls over it. And so this idea of just sort of moving your weight around a little bit gives you that experience. Why do we care? Again, if you've got tight feet, that's leading everything else to tighten up and respond accordingly. We're going to get into shoes this week, and not as in wearing them, but as in what makes a good shoe and what shoes are helpful and what shoes aren't so helpful, and ways to gradually change out of those unhelpful shoes. But for today, I just want you to find a ball. If you've got kids, steal one. They've got a Superball somewhere. Trust me. If you don't have kids, you can find these at any place where you'd find party favors for birthday. Party City is the store here in Minnesota, in the Midwest, but Target might have them. Any place you could find a high bounce ball, a Superball. Steal them from your kids if you can. And that's what you're going to do. Roll your feet on a ball. You don't have to spend a long time on it, but I keep one of these in my bag. I keep one at my desk at my office job. I roll my feet a lot. It helps. Okay, that's what we're going to start with. Go!